Mark Walter, the majority owner of the Lakers and Dodgers, is facing a federal and SEC investigation targeting his insurance companies and Guggen, Guggenheim partners. The probe focuses on whether his firms failed to disclose that billions in private credit investments were backing his other business ventures, raising conflict of interest alarms. Despite the serious scrutiny, Walter hasn't been charged with any wrongdoing, and his holding company, TWG Global, is cooperating with authorities. Notably, his sports teams, including the Lakers, Dodgers, Sparks, and Chelsea FC, are not impacted operationally by this investigation, with day to day management continuing as usual. This isn't Walter's first rodeo with regulators. A 2019 SEC probe into Guggenheim's real estate dealings ended without penalties. Walter's business portfolio is vast, spanning 360 billion in managed assets, insurance companies handling 85 billion, multiple sports franchises, and stakes in companies like Carvana and Beyond Meat. The investigation centers on potential failure to disclose related party private credit loans, not necessarily financial losses. As the probe unfolds, fans and investors alike wonder, how deep does this go? Will it affect the teams they love? Probably not.
Oh shit. Yeah, hidden transaction. Investigators are checking if Walter's insurance company properly funds to finance his other private businesses. Yeah, man. At the end of the day, they all do it. Any billionaires, hedge fund, fucking BlackRock, name any fucking billionaire company, Trump, shit, they all do it. But the fact that they're not disclosing what they're are investing in, like, beyond me. Come on, that was like fake fucking food that they were pushing for how many years, and we did a story on it, and then it straight up declined over the years. Carvana, things that aren't disclosed with your fucking money that you put your trust into that person, and that he's just splurging it on whatever or whoever pushes him to go invest and make more money. Yeah, there's no profit loss, but shit, man, can I get more money into that interest that you were taking from me? I I don't know. But all in all, at the end of the day, this guy's not gonna go to jail. He's a billionaire. He has a bunch of friends. He probably pays off fucking lawyers, pays off the judges and shit. It's not gonna happen. There is no charges. Shit's gonna keep running the way it is, you know.
And that's the difference, people that are not billionaires and millionaires. You end up in jail when you don't have the money to pay the fines.
Mm-hmm.
These guys always have the money to pay the fines. That's always the option, is pay fine or.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's pay fine and, but a lot of time for these guys is pay fine or. And they always got the money to pay the fine.
Yeah.
So
But his last case, he didn't even have to pay a fine at all. So, um, again, nothing's gonna really happen. No one's really talking about it. It's all sports. This, LeBron, that. I'm taking fucking Mark Walters. I'm taking your fucking money. I'm investing it somewhere else for my adventures, for my ventures and shit, and not disclosing it to you, the people that I'm holding your money. Yeah, that's a real issue. Like, what are you investing in? Are you investing in flock cameras? Are you investing into this war? Are you investing in, that's some serious shit. Like, you want to know his ventures, and what, where he's pushing it with his billionaire friends, where they're pushing this country into, so that's very important. Guggenheim's partners manages over 360 billion in assets globally, making his probe significant for institutional investors. So Delaware Life and Clear Spring Life and Annuity focus heavily on retirement products, holding about 85 billion in placeholder funds. Mark Walters personally owns a 12.7% stake in Chelsea FC, but is not involved in day-to-day club operations. The investigation is a parallel probe involving a Manhattan federal ground jury and the SEC, indicating serious regulatory attention. Similar financial probes into sports owners often lead to league imposed operational controls or forced sales if wrongdoing is confirmed. We're just giving our thoughts. We're not digging hella deep into it. There's way smarter people and we don't know shit. But like we're just giving our thoughts and what we see. And yeah, not a lot of people know about this story, Again, just LeBron, the big names, people, but the people who are actually running stuff behind the scenes, what the fuck are they doing, That's the shit you need to pay attention. But yeah, I mentioned it's like Wolf of Wall Street. If you ever seen Wolf of Wall Street, they were just collecting hella money and doing their own ventures, drugs, whatever, or however they were doing because they have boats full of money. But this is different because uh, they are actually paying for the interests of the money that we're holding. But in Wolf of Wall Street, that didn't happen. But yeah, comment below, guys, thoughts on that. Boom or bomb? I would say boo because nothing's gonna happen. He's gonna be running his company. No one's gonna really care. It's a big story, but the media is not gonna push it. So, all in all, yeah. Jess, anything?
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
Yeah.
the life of a billionaire.
She's waiting for the football season. Me too, man.
Football season's a couple of weeks away, guys.
I'm excited about that. We'll definitely be talking about it. So,
Yeah, because preseason starts in a couple of weeks.
mhm.
Ooh, are you guys excited?
Yeah.
I am.
The schedules.
Actually, I don't really care about preseason, but
Mm.
I'm ready for the real shit.